How y'all been? I hope y'all have been good. I've been good, heavy in my own work. And look, today we got to talk about this full moon energy and just some concepts, some things that I've been reflecting on that I feel like are super important to end this 2024. All right? We're going to talk about a lot of the spiritual downloads that have been coming through, a lot of the um, spiritual channels, that God has been giving me that I feel like is just so perfect, right? And so beautiful for this space and time right now to end off this 2024. So I hope you've missed me as much as I've missed you in these YouTube streets. We got some business to handle. Hey Shakila, hey Iman, hey Minnie Lou. I love y'all. I miss y'all. Listen, before I start telling y'all about all of this stuff, y'all, I was moving slow. And y'all know I've been doing my cooking thing, really focusing on what I'm eating, y'all. And I made a salad. I just wanted to show y'all it. Don't mind the Tupperware bowl. I gave Dream the nice bowl for this lunch. But y'all, look, we got a roasted sweet potato and chickpea salad with spring mix, spinach, kale, and I got some cranberries in here. I got some apples in here, red apples. Got some walnuts. Oh my God, y'all. And when I tell y'all this salad, right? This salad within itself is like the energy for how we are to end the year. Y'all know how a lot of times people set their New Year's resolutions and they're like, oh, I'm about to go on a diet, I'm gonna eat well, I'm gonna do all the things. You wanna start now, right? Whatever goals, whatever desires, whatever focuses, whatever intentions you have, you wanna start them now. So that when you go into the new year, you are already in the embodiment of that energy. And also, so I'm already getting into the energy, right? And I know I got to slow down for y'all because I don't want to be talking too fast. I want you to really receive what I have to say. So, when we are in the fall season, it's about letting things fall away. It's about recognizing the thoughts, the behaviors, the actions, all the things that are not in alignment with where you desire to go. To me, the fall season is all about unraveling. Oh God, yes, I wrote it down. See, I gotta show you what I wrote down. Where did I put it? It's all about, this energy is about unraveling to be put back together whole, right? So in the fall season, we are discovering those things that need to be unraveled, that need to be unwinded, right? That need to be released. And I know, sometimes, on the spiritual path, it's always talking about release work, release, let it go, shadow work, all of those things. And we do those things all the time, right? At any given time in our lives, we may discover something that we have to surrender. But we are the most supported in that time when we are in the fall and in the winter season, right? We are the most supported by God when we align our spiritual work with that energy, right? Even the Bible says there is a time to sow and there's a time to reap. And what that is just speaking to is just understanding the spiritual essence of ourselves and our connection to nature, our connection to time, our connection to God, right? And so in this fall season, this energy really requires us to begin that unraveling process so that in the winter, we are in that hibernation mode, but we're building, right? We're building in a sense so that when the springtime comes around and we spring forward, we're springing forward, we're being reborn, rebirthed, renewed, resurrected, right? So it all kind of work together. And so, yeah, that was a little bit of a rant, but I hope y'all understand the message all in all, okay? I hope y'all understand the message all in all. So, this full moon energy, first of all, how are y'all doing? Before I get into talking about the energy, I want to know how y'all are doing. How's life treating y'all right now? I'll definitely be telling y'all how life's been treating me. Y'all, we gotta make our own salad dressing too. It makes the difference. If you don't know, now you know. I don't want no spinach in my teeth. Make your own salad dressing, y'all. It makes the difference, right? It feels so much more fresh, right? No preservatives. You make it, you use it, you're done. It's not just sitting in the cabinet or sitting in the refrigerator. You're good. Iman says, amazing, so grateful. Minnie Lou says, bountiful. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful words. I love that. You know what? A part of what Spirit was giving me in this time is that many of us have moved or are moving from a space of sorrow and into our joy, right? So, with the unraveling, with the unwinding, the undoing, and being put together whole, we are having to reflect on who we used to be, okay? Who we used to be, the past experiences we've had, the lessons we've learned. We are like really being called to like reflect on those things. And so with that, y'all, recently I started back opening up my Bible, which I had already been doing it for a while, but I've been more consistent now. And what I do is grab the Bible, randomly open it up, and just read whatever I read, see whatever I see. And so I just so happened the other day to open up to Jesus basically talking to his disciples and telling them how they may feel sorrow in the moment, but like joy cometh in the morning, right? And when I thought about that, I thought about life in general, how we go through moments where we may feel sadness, we may feel anger, we may feel disappointment, we may feel all the things. But what I want to share with y'all today is that those very things that you feel, whatever you feel about them, fear, anger, hatred, whatever, sorrow, sadness, those very things are the moments that make way for your joy, for your greatness, for your gratitude, for your happiness. It's like the law of polarity, right? Without sorrow, you can't feel joy. Without sadness, you can't feel happiness, right? And so, if any of you are in that space where you're like, what is life, right? Oh, why is lifing so hard? I want you to know that joy cometh in the morning. Revelation is happening, resurrection is happening, and you don't have to stay in that space. And so, in the Bible, what I was reading was Jesus was telling the disciples, I'm about to die, right? That's what basically he was saying. He was saying, I'm about to get crucified, right? He already knew what was to come. And he already knew that his disciples and all the people that were following him and loving him, he already knew that they would weep and they would lament and they would struggle with his loss. But he said, what y'all don't know is that there's a great joy that is going to come from this loss, because through this crucifixion, you all will have salvation. And that is something to be joyful and rejoice about. And then I started to think about, and it actually said this in the Bible too, in its own little fancy words. Think about a mother in her labor pains, right? When we labor as mothers, and we are in the delivery phase of our child, this is the most excruciating pain the human body, the female body, like ever experiences, right? It's hard work. It's painful. But once that baby is born, once you are holding this brand new life, all of that pain, all of that hurt disappears. You totally forget about it. And you're crazy enough to do it again. You're crazy enough to get pregnant again and try your hand at delivering a baby another time. And so I just want us all to know that what you are going through is the unraveling, right? To support your greatness, to guide you to where you are supposed to go. Going back to the story of Jesus, without the crucifixion, there is no there's no real Christian faith, right? Which is a beautiful thing because it shows you how hardship makes way for greatness. Hardship makes way for, something beautiful, something marvelous, something miraculous, right? And so I think one of the things that had blocked me from this understanding was the way I was perceiving my challenges. Okay? The way we perceive our challenges, y'all, is the thing that either is going to lead us quicker to joy, to gratitude, to happiness, or it's the thing that is going to procrastinate, delay, slow down that manifestation. And so I feel like this is a major energy right now that we need to understand. And so a lot has been revealed to us since the Pisces lunar eclipse. If y'all haven't seen that video, I would say go back and watch it. Because in that video, I express how this Pisces lunar eclipse really revealed a lot of things and a lot of ways we needed to remother ourselves. It really revealed to us some of the subconscious, unconscious things that have been at play in our lives, stopping us from being and living the life we were called to live, right? That's what this Pisces lunar eclipse had did. And then at the beginning of this month, we had the solar eclipse. So this energy was coming up to help us to find balance and harmony, etc., etc. But when certain things are revealed to us, when you see things about yourself, right? When you catch a thought pattern that doesn't serve your highest good, when you recognize deficiencies in your life, that stuff is not an easy pill to swallow, right? Because we be having this one perspective of ourselves. And I will tell y'all, I see this all the time in my personal relationships. I see this in work relationships. I see this in friendships. Like it takes a certain level of emotional maturity to look at ourselves and say, damn, I'm not my best in this area. I need to grow in this area. I'm slacking or lacking in this space and in this area of my life. That's hard to really do. And that Pisces lunar eclipse was a spiritual and energetic push to reflect on that. And then the solar eclipse that happened October 2nd was the opportunity for spirit to reveal to us, how do we take what we discovered about ourselves and create a practical, balanced, harmonious, Maya way of healing, changing, transforming. Okay? So for my birthday, I cried. You ever cried on your birthday? Y'all let me know if y'all have ever cried on your birthday. I did this past birthday, a few weeks ago. My birthday was October 7th, and I cried. You ever cried on your birthday? Y'all let me know. Let me know I'm not alone. I bet you have, at some point in time, whether it was, teenage years or adult years, whatever. Let me know if you ever cried on your birthday. I did. This past birthday. And it was interesting because I kind of sat with myself. And, whenever your birthday comes around, it's a very highly spiritual time for you, right? So much is revealed. It's such a spiritual and powerful time when your birthday comes around, right? So my birthday comes, and even a few days leading up to my birthday, I didn't feel just this highly energetic, like, yay type energy. Didn't feel that. I kind of felt more melancholy, felt more somber, right? Wasn't really hype, right? And so on my birthday, I'm taking a spiritual bath, and I just reflect on that year. And that emotion that came up was like a real realization of this energy that is present for all of us right now to really look at. Because on my birthday, I felt like I was being unraveled. I felt like I was being unwinded, right? I feel like the whole year I kind of was composed and kind of put together and, you know, striving and working at it in different ways. And on my birthday, I was just like, yeah, no, I don't have it all together right now. You ever just realize, like, I don't have it all together right now. It's not all together. It's not where I thought I wanted to be or what I wanted to be doing. And that was the realization that I had on my birthday. I was just like, I didn't have personally, right? This is the difference. Desiree the mom is good, right? Like Desiree the mom, I'm proud of some of the things that I've done this year. I mean, in this past year, we had a baby. He's basically walking now at 10 months old. Our our two oldest kids, they are in choir and volleyball, and they're doing their thing. They've been loved on. Like Desiree the mom is proud, right? Desiree the wife is proud. Still some things I got to work on, but proud. I'm like, okay, I'm showing up, right? But Desiree personally, just me, when I sat with myself on my birthday, I just felt like I didn't do some of the things that I wanted to do. I didn't accomplish some of the things that I wanted to accomplish, right? And I think, first of all, that in itself, that reflection in itself is a beautiful thing, right? But it brought tears. It brought tears. But with those tears, which could be looked at as like sorrow or sadness or disappointment, whatever, with that became clarity. With that came resolve. With that came an understanding of what I need to do to feel more aligned, to feel more accomplished, to feel more empowered. Do we understand? And that's the energy of this space and time right now. It's really looking at ourselves. And then today, we have a full moon in Aries. Aries is about that action, right? Aries is about that action. It's the competitiveness, it's the drive, it's the work ethic, it's the fire inside ourselves. And so this energy right now is like asking us, what have you discovered about yourself that you know needs more attention, needs more intention, needs more work? And now this full moon is saying, let's look at the practicality. Let's look at how you can simply embody the energy. This Aries full moon energy is like, okay, what are you going to do to take action in a way that is sustainable? How awesome is that? Hey, Celestial Earth Goddess. Hey, the Titan 2400. Hey, Marge. Long time no see, sis. I hope you are well. I hope you're well. I need to message you, or you should message me so we could chat a little bit. I want to know what's been going on. It's been a while. Like, oh my God. Like, things have just changed. Like, y'all. Things have just changed in me, around me, whatever. but in a very beautiful way. And here's what Spirit was teaching me, or has been teaching me, and is still teaching me, is that just because things deviate or don't look like how you feel or how you thought they should look, doesn't mean that it's bad. Okay? Because I'll be honest, even Marge being in here and Iman being in here, like, y'all, these are my Sacred Sister Circle sisters, right? And when did the Sacred Sister Circle end? I don't even remember. But my intention is so crazy. My intention was always to just keep that thing going. But at the end of the year, November 27th to be exact, we had a baby. And just raising this little fella with his little, I mean, just like all the things in life just started just piling up and just going. And it was like I couldn't like slow down. It was like I had to slow down personally. See, look at all my look, Shamika just came in. Thank you, sis. I appreciate the birthday love. There was so much that I had wanted to do in this year, right? When I had turned 31, I had hosted a live online retreat, right? And it was great. A lot of y'all were there, right? And then that same day, I invited some of my close women in my life. I brought them to my house and we had a little in-person retreat, which was really just my blessing way. And I felt so convicted in my spirit that I was meant to do more of that. I knew it, and I still do feel that. But for some reason, I couldn't catch like a break or my breath or have enough presence to allow myself to bring that into fruition online and in person. So when I reflect on the year, naturally I'm like, damn, what happened? And what I was doing that Spirit made me get out of was judging and criticizing myself and being like, damn, I was supposed to do that, didn't happen. Like, how many of y'all have things in your life where you like, you know you want to do something, whether it's I want to start my business, or I want to have a certain relationship, I want to buy a house, I want to do this, I want to do that, da 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 da. And just things, you know, other things are just requiring so much of your energy and your attention and your time and whatever. And you feel some type of way about that. You feel some type of way that it did not happen in the time and in the space that you felt like it should happen, you know? And that can come with a whole bunch of emotion. That can come with a whole bunch of stuff. But what Spirit told me so beautifully, which was like ointment on a wound, if I'm being real with you, right? It was like water on a dam in a drought. Do you understand? Was that sometimes how we feel about ourselves, our work, our trials, our challenges, things that did or did not happen, sometimes how we feel about it is the deterrent to our joy, right? Is the thing that blocks us from fully being where we are, right? And if we're not fully where we are, we miss moments. Oh my God, like Spirit has just given me so many revelations about this, and I could only hope that these words will really land on y'all's minds and on y'all's hearts and on y'all's spirits, right? You know? The self-judgment and the criticism, that doesn't mean that we don't have accountability. I know that there's things that I need to do that would, and not need to do because I'm in the flow now. So we're going to get into it a little bit more here. But I know now, and I'm doing now. I'm walking the path now to set myself up for what I desire, right? But when we're in the space of like, oh, why is this not happening? Damn, I was supposed to do that. Damn, I didn't do that. Oh my God, da 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 da. That keeps us in that sorrow, disappointment, resentment energy, which blocks us from being able to see clearly, you know? And so, because I was having this dream and I were laying in the bed just the other day, and I was kind of talking to him about it, talking about how Spirit was just giving me these downloads and these revelations about the whole process. And I was just like, yeah, Spirit was like, you know, we got to know who we are, right? Because a lot of times we are trying to manifest something in a way that's not in alignment with who we are. I give you examples, right? I've tried to be the girl that wakes up at 6 o'clock in the morning, right? In fact, I've done it before, right? When I had to go to a job, that was one. And when I think Kara was probably like 2 or something like that, 3, and we didn't have any other littles, right? So I could get in the bed at a decent time. I could wake up early. I could do what I need to do. Then the kids get up. Then they do their stuff, right? And so recently, with a 10-month-old and a 2-year-old that is still in our room, I tried to tell myself, okay, I got to wake up at 6:30. I got to wake up at 6 o'clock. This is when I got to wake up if I want to get things done. And it's just not happening. And I just laugh at myself because it's like, girl, why are you trying to manifest or create being and doing something that is not you? Like, you need sleep. You need good, deep sleep. You got to wake up when your body is like refreshed. That's the only way you're going to be emotionally aligned. That's the only way you're going to have the energy to tend to your little babies. That like why are you trying to manifest a reality in a way just because you've seen like some. I hope this thing don't stop. Phone for real though. Am I froze, babe? That sucks. I really don't like when this happens. So y'all can hear me, but you can't see me. That's screen black, but I can hear you. Why do these phones do this? Like, y'all are supposed to be technologically sound. So why is this happening? Am I back? I think I'm back. Y'all let me know. Cheers. Cheers to being back. That's okay. That just gave me a moment to eat some more of this salad, right? But I'm like, and look at this random card that's right here. Random oracle card. The law of divinity. Without you is the same, within you is the same source that created the entire universe. I love that. Anyways, like I was saying, I'm like, girl. So for a while, I'm like, I gotta wake up at 6:30. I gotta wake up at 6 o'clock. This is the only way I'm gonna get it done. Because I'm busy as a mom. Like, my hands are full. All day, they're full. And we got a match. What you talking about? You got to know who you are. That car went exactly. Law of divinity. So listen, I'm wanting to wake up at 6:30 because I got a man who wakes up at like 4:30 and he's up and he's just going, right? And then you got all of these other business coaches or people out here that are just talking. Yeah, you got to wake up at 6:30. You got to get on it. There's only so many hours in a day. You know what Spirit told me last night? Literally last night, Spirit said, you have to know that the way you are, who you are, is the key to manifesting your desires. So when it comes down to like this YouTube, I'm going to use Dream, my love, as an example. Every Tuesday, oh wow, love Arlette, right? Every Tuesday, Dream is live. And it's a beautiful thing. I love it. Like, it's admirable. But I have a pattern. I have a pattern where I'll probably go live consistently every Thursday or every Wednesday or every Monday, whenever I decide to do it, whenever I feel it. 2 months straight, 3 months straight. Then after that, boom. Something in my being. It's not even a conscious choice for me to say, oh no, I'm not going to go live right now. Oh no, I'm not going to make content right now. No, something in my being will not allow it. And so I used to think that it was, oh, I'm too much in my feminine. I'm only doing it when I feel like it. Or forget the feelings. I know very masculine women, and I understand this. I get it. I get both sides of the spectrum. I know a woman. Her name is Layla Hermosi. She's like a business coach, teacher, whatever. She says, and she's a millionaire, multimillionaire, right? Probably close to a billionaire. So she has some credibility for sure. But she says, fuck your feelings, follow the plan. Right? She even came on her thing, said, don't follow your gut, don't follow your intuition, just do what you need to do to get to your goals. And that to me was, I hear you. And I've tried that, right? I've tried that. And it just doesn't feel good. And then somebody would argue, somebody that's like a business coach or a teacher or whatever, they will argue, you know, it don't gotta feel good. Forget feeling good. So Spirit just told me last night, just know who you are and how you operate. And when you're in your place, because I got some stuff coming now, y'all. I got pages and pages and pages of stuff journaled. Notes and notes and notes in my phone. I got videos of me cooking, of me cleaning, of me doing all the things. But for some reason, you know, God just has me sitting on things. I'm just sitting on it. But the only way that I will actually get the real gift of it is through not resisting it. It's through not feeling bad about not doing the quote unquote things that I'm supposed to do. And that's one of the things that is really unraveling for us right now and unwinding, because we get ourselves all like bent up and tied up in a knot because we're like, I'm supposed to do this, or I should have did this, or I didn't do that, or whatever. And a lot of these things are like trauma responses, because we've been trained not to trust ourselves. We've been trained not to believe in who we are and our ability to manifest just off of who we are, just off of what we are, which is divinity. You know? So I'm like, no, I just got to do it my way. Right? And that was one of the major keys and breakthroughs Spirit has been giving to me right now. We have to start seeing who we are, how we are, as powerful, right? And of course, y'all already been doing that, but I'm in the simple way that I'm giving it to you right now, right? I'm talking about knowing and understanding that you are enough. I am enough. We are enough, right? And how Spirit guides us or leads us is enough. Now, I'm not talking about, there's a difference between procrastination, fear, anxiety. I don't have that when it comes down to what I need to do and what I need to create, right? I can get on live any given time, right? And make a video or talk or whatever, right? So Spirit has just been really, really saying that for a lot of us, that's the energy. And it's us understanding like, yeah, we're going to be pushed in some ways, but it's not as difficult as our minds, or as the chaos of the world, or as the loudness of the world would lead us to believe. And so Spirit said to me, start over. Start over. Start over. Stop and do a new thing. Stop and do a new thing. So in my past, me personally, I have feelings of obligation to creating. Or to even like just being a certain way, like things had to be done this way, this is how we do it. And that is actually resistance, you know? And so it was so funny because we see this all the time when it comes down to exercise. You so excited about exercise. You got you an exercise, you think you got you a good exercise regimen. You like, this is what I'm about to do. I'm doing it on these days. This is the time that I got to do it. I got to make it happen. That was me about 2 months ago. 2 months ago, and my workout, my exercising has been on and off, on and off, on and off, on and off. Ever since I had Kai, 10 months, it's just been on and off. Where I'll go hard again for a few months, and then as Kai ages, how I approach things in my life has to change, right? So when he was a newborn, probably newborn up until about 3 months, I could work out. I could get it in. I can have my dumbbells because he's just sitting, right? He's just sitting in the seat or in a boppy pillow, and he's chilling. Then he got to a point where he like, I don't want to sit no more. I want to be bopping around. I want to be doing something. I want to be looking at something. I want to whatever. So we got to a different place. And then now we're in a place where Kai is basically walking. Like he can stand up and take a few steps. He don't want to be enclosed in anything. He's trying to go and explore everything. So now my regimen has to change again based off of where my child is, right? And so that was another one of those things where I was just frustrated. I'm like, damn, I can't get consistent with my workout, right? I can't da-da-da-da-da-da-da. And I was in my mind, I'm like, damn, I'm starting over again. Starting over again, you know. And it was so funny because I was talking to Dream. I had went to my naturopath doctor, and I was just telling her what I'm trying to do. And I came home and I started talking to Dream about it. And he was just like, babe, why don't you just do burpees a few days a week? Hate burpees. Do y'all hate burpees as much as I do? I hate them. I think by the end of this process, I'm going to start to love them. But if I had to pick an exercise, it's definitely not going to be a burpee. Like, I pass, right? So a burpee, if you don't know, you jump up in the air, then you put your hands down on the ground, you kick your feet back, you do a push-up, right? And then you hop back up and do it again. If you can't do the push-up, they tell you chest to the floor. So you got to put your whole chest on the floor, push yourself up, jump up, and, you know, explode up into the air. And I can't stand them, right? I can't stand them. It's just not my thing, right? Because it does require a lot of physical energy. But Dream was like, babe, just do these 3 exercises and you'll achieve whatever you're trying to look for. Like, these 3 exercises will get you started on the right path. And so I said, okay, right? I said, okay, because what Spirit has said, which is so beautiful, is in our starting over, we got to simplify. Sometimes we are overcomplicating things. We think that it has to be this super dynamic and nuanced thing in order for us to achieve and accomplish our goals. Spirit says, what if it could just be simple? Because you want to know why? Simple doesn't mean easy. Simple means you don't got to put too much thought into it. Because for me, what I realized in the prior months of me exercising, I had to, because I'm working out at home, because I got 2 little ones. I'm a stay-at-home mom, right? I'm working out at home. I got my dumbbells, I got my kettlebells or whatever, but before I worked out, I always had to go and find what workout I was about to do. What workout am I going to do? And doing it that way, there's no real tracking. You can't really identify the growth because there's no consistency in the workout regimen. I was picking this YouTube video, this online trainer, instead of having one workout regimen, do that for 2 months, do that for a month, do that for however long, see how my body changes, see how I feel from it, and then move on. And funny enough, y'all, we went to Brother Yosef's event last Friday, and Makai, one of Brother Yosef's chief assistant guys, I don't even know what to call it, right? He just kept coming up to Dream and I just talking about how good we looked. Just talking about, because Dream is kind of bulked up, right? And then I've lost all of my baby weight. Like, I'm back to my pre-baby size, right? But I want to be more toned, more fit, more athletic, right? Back to my volleyball player self, as much as possible. And so he just kept on giving us compliments. Like, he just could not stop. And so, see, I couldn't see that about myself. I couldn't see or appreciate the fact that even though my workouts were inconsistent, even though I was doing this one day and this another day, I couldn't see that it was still beneficial and working and doing something good on my behalf, right? So at the end of the day, Spirit is just saying simplify so that we don't have to think so much about what we have to do, and we can just do. We can just do. We can just show up, you know? When we put too much on our plates and we have so much to decipher, we make it harder on ourselves. Even this salad that I'm eating, simple. I was like, literally looked in my pantry, looked in my refrigerator. I was like, I got some spring mix. I got some spinach and some kale. I got some sweet potatoes. I got some things. Let me just put together a salad. Dream had asked me, talking about what you want to eat today for lunch. And I was just like, I'm going to just make a salad real quick. I don't want to have to think about, okay, do we go out and get something? Should I make something else? Let me just throw all of this stuff together that I already have. So when we simplify, we give ourselves the opportunity to really see where we stand. Because at this point, I'm only doing 3 exercises. And let me tell you the beautiful part about it. I'm doing burpees, squats, and push-ups. That's it. 3 exercises, right? 3 exercises, 3 days a week. And the beautiful part about it was I did the exercise yesterday, and it only took me 14 minutes to complete it. And your girl is like sore, right? Your girl is feeling it, right? It's working. But to get it done in 14 minutes, so I put myself in a situation to say, there is no excuse not to accomplish what I desire. I've simplified my life so much that there's nothing that can stand in the way of bringing these results to life. That's the energy of the Aries full moon. The Aries full moon is saying, how do you make it simple? How do you minimize how much thought has to go into what it is you need to do? How do you cut out all of the fluff and just do? That's it. And we just do, we just do, we just do. We just move in alignment with what we desire and allow whatever is going to come from it to come. So beautiful. Because let me tell y'all something about this energy. So I was at volleyball practice the other day, and in my spirit, I just felt called. I just felt pulled to call my grandmother. And I call her, and her voice is very hoarse, and I could tell that she's emotional. And I'm like, Grandma, what's going on? And she's like, Desi, I'm just so angry. This is literally how she sounds. Desi, I'm just so angry. I'm just so mad. I don't know if I'm mad at myself or I'm mad at whatever. And I'm like, okay, Grandma, what's going on? Tell me what's going on. She says, you know, I was going to this doctor because I was having these feelings, this stuff going on, sensations in her body. And she went to the doctor, and the doctors prescribed her a medicine. The medicine they prescribed her has given her the tremors. So like she shakes like this, right? The medicine they prescribed her has also made her hoarse. The medicine they prescribed her has given her so many, y'all know on them on those medicine commercials, at the end of the commercial they say, taking this medicine can cause this, and this. Y'all know that shit? That's real, right? So that happened to my grandma. When she was taking the medicine, and it masked whatever she was dealing with, and it caused her all of this other stuff. And she's so upset about it. I actually need to call her today to see if she's feeling better. And right when she told me that, Spirit said to me, this is why we got to simplify. Because when we're doing too much, we cause so much more chaos to be happening around us. Right? So a part of this energy right now for the full moon and going into the new year is going to have to do with spiritual detoxing. It's going to have to do with spiritual, physical, and emotional detoxing. What can you get rid of? What can you let go of? What can you say, you know what, that's not really serving me like I needed to, right? That's not really providing me with what I need to be provided at this moment. So why am I doing something and it's causing more trials and tribulations? It's causing more chaos. It's causing more frustration. It's causing, you know? Like, how can I just simplify? Okay? Girl, it's not even the end. It'd be the whole commercial. Exactly. and my grandma was so, and I was just like, Grandma, okay. It was hard to hear her talk about all of that, but to me, it just spoke to this energy of how we can put so much on our plate. We can give ourselves so much to do, thinking that we got to do all of those things in order for our desires to come. And what it really comes down is to actually being who we authentically are and understanding that who we are is worth it now. Who we are is deserving now. It's not that we have to do extra, right? It's not that we have to overexert, overextend, overgive. No. Simple. 3 exercise. 15 minutes. You know? It's simple. It's slow down. Right? I truly feel like this, family. And this is not me telling you what to do. I'm just giving you something to consider. I truly feel like there are 3 things that we consistently need. No matter how old you are, gender, no matter what phase you are in your life, there's 3 things that we consistently need. Movement, meditation, and I want to say music. Movement, meditation, and music. And now your music doesn't have to be la 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 la. It doesn't have to be no rap, no nothing. But music is just listening to something or reading something or seeing something that is in alignment with the desires that you have. We got to move our bodies, because in moving our bodies, we can foster the energy, we can cultivate the energy that we need to manifest, right? That's important, because if we don't have a lot of life force energy, we can't draw in those things. So we need the movement, because the movement does so much for our life force, right? When that heart rate goes up, that reminds us that we are alive. We need the meditation, because there's so much chaos. There's so many voices in your head, voices in your family, voices at the job. There's so many voices, that can drown out the authenticity and the realness and the understanding of who and what we need to be for ourselves. So we need the meditation to slow down. And then the music, which is really frequencies, right? Which is vibrations, which is alignment, which is in the books, which is in the songs, which is in what you're listening to and watching. These things are important because they support, right? They support where it is you're actually going and what it is you're actually creating. And so I just want to say to y'all, like, if you were feeling like I was feeling not too long ago, I want you to know that joy cometh in the morning, for real. And like the trials and the hardships and the whatever, they literally are the door, the gate, the portal into something greater. Like crying on my birthday, I almost felt ashamed about that, but I was like, nah, this is good. I had to realize that this was good. It took me some time that same day. By the end of the night, I was like, this was good. I needed this. I was like, thank you, God. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for that, because now I get to do something, right? I don't want to keep going, because it could just keep getting deeper and deeper. Maybe I'm going to have to come back for a part 2. I'm going to have to come back for a part 2, because I continue to receive more about this concept and this understanding. And I just want y'all to know, like, on this journey, there are going to be moments of sorrow, of sadness, of disappointment, of frustration. Like, that's just law. It's just law, because you can't experience one without the other. But if you are willing to perceive those things, those experiences, if you're willing to perceive it through the lens of God, because God, our higher self, is never looking at our lives and saying, what a shame. It's never looking at our lives and seeing something that is done. Do you understand? It's never done. Our work is never done. It's never too late. It's never too late. I don't care, man, when I tell y'all it don't matter what anybody say, it is never too late to do, be, and have what your heart desires. You know? So if we remember that, we can look at our life situations from a space of joy and gratitude because we know it's never the end. There is no end, right? Everlasting life is a thing. Like, life just keeps going and going and going. Start over. Start over. Start over. If it's not going in the way that you want it to go, it's okay to start over. They lied when they said it's wrong to start over. It's okay to start over and do a new thing. Do it differently. Simplify. Keep it simple. Right? Keep it simple. And then lastly, y'all, try to detox if you can. Eat a salad. Eat a salad. Drink your water. Hydrate, because there's some great purging that will happen, right? It's the fall season. We start detoxing now, detoxing in the winter, December, January, February. Oh my God. When it's time to spring forward, I'll see y'all at that time. I'll see y'all in the spring, and I want to see you glowing and growing. I want to see you happy. I want to see you vibrant. I want to see you beautiful, right? I know that's why I'm going to be. So I'll talk to y'all later. Thank y'all for spending time with me today. If you miss me, you can still book a consultation, right? Go to my website, book a consultation. I'm here for that. I'm still with that, right? Let's talk about it. And Patreon family, I'll see y'all tomorrow in the, what is it called? Dream Currents, right? I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace, y'all.